Hi YouTube. Came on here to tell you guys about my crazy bus ride today. Well, my bus experience, my extravaganza. First off, let me start off by saying never take a ride from someone whose directions are worse than your own. God. Alright, so I get on this bus and it's filled up with high schoolers. These were the absolute dumbest, misbehaved, ill-mannered kids I have ever had the displeasure of riding the bus with since I don't know when. Okay, so they're getting on there and they're talking about each other's mothers, asking the bus driver how he gets vagina and he can't even breathe, talking about each other's STDs, calling each other overgrown gerbils and goldfish. It was horrible. Then this old elderly lady, she gets on the bus and they like, move, man, move. Don't y'all see Granny trying to come through? So they let her pass, and then she's sitting next to one of the hooligans, and they're like cussing back and forth, across her head, back and forth, back and forth. They're like, yeah, man, yeah, F you, man, yeah, let these bees on the bus, man, hey, you left 3 bees, man, you can't get all the bees. Y'all know what B stand for. So one of them like accidentally elbows me in the head, but he didn't even acknowledge that he did it. So I'm like, excuse me, sir. He's like, yeah. I'm like, you elbowed me in my head. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. Like, I know he felt his elbow hit something, and he just was not even going to look down. He was just like, no, it's nice, whatever, man. I mean, that's what I does. I'm pretty sure that's how he talks. So anyway, I go visit my friend and her sister, and on the way back, they dropped me off at the bus stop, and I'm like running to the bus because I see the bus there, and I get there, and there's no driver on there. So I go in, she's in Dunkin' Donuts. So I'm tapping her, I'm like, are you finna leave as soon as you get your drink, or do I have time to get me one as well? And she's like, well, I'm going to stay here a few more minutes. Okay. So I get my stuff, and I get my low-fat blueberry brownie and my cafe mocha that I had them make because that wasn't even on the menu. And so we walk on, we get on the bus, and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be a nice, relaxing bus ride home. Wrong! So we get on there, and for like 5 minutes, it's quiet. I'm sipping my Dunkin' Donuts cafe mocha, listening to my headphones. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, girl! Because I was watching Love and Hip Hop. Girl, they be fighting on there. This one chick was fighting this other chick, and I would have got her. They don't be doing that. She always fighting somebody. And so this one guy, he's back there. He's listening to his phone. Granted, he didn't have headphones. His music was, audible, but it wasn't that loud. And then, Funk Master Flex. He jamming. She like, excuse me, somebody need to put some headphones in, and he like, oh, I'm sorry, can you hear this up there? And she was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, I'll turn it down. And she was like, girl, yeah, anyway, so on Love and Hip Hop, he put a fat ring on her finger, girl. That ring was huge. So by this time, the guy's turned his music down, and it's still audible, but it's like almost, inaudible. And he's just back there, still jamming, but it's low. And she's like, we must got some 80s babies back there. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, can you still hear it? I'm trying to hear everything. And she's like, you need to go to the back of the bus with that. And he's like, okay. And she was like, we must got some 80s babies back there. And he was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I know, because y'all don't listen. So he goes to the back of the bus, and then she goes on to Girl, yeah, because I need a babysitter in the early part of the week. I be needing for you to babysit, not talking to me, talking to whoever she was talking to about their love and hip hop. Girl, yeah, because I be needing a babysitter. Yeah. You're loud as all get out and ghetto. And you gonna tell him to turn his music down, the only thing that's drowning us out from your babble? Because I don't care about love and hip hop, personally. I don't care who fought who on this week's episode. Okay? And I don't care if you don't have a babysitter. Because you should have one by now. How long have you been working this job? Did you just now find out that you needed a babysitter? Do your kids act like you? So, it's like, oh, and on the first bus, let me tell you about that bus driver. I get on, I'm in a nice mood. I'm finna swipe my bus card. Don't touch my machine! I thought that's what you did when you paid for your fare. Rude, is what I told him. Like, I'm not condoning it, but I understand why some of these bus drivers get beat up and cussed out because they're stupid. Yeah, you're stupid. Like, who talks to people like that? It's so many of us and one of you and your little, I'm going to drive you somewhere chair. Okay? I just have to get a car. Like, I'm already in the process of trying to get money for it right now because people, bus drivers, animals, they're all crazy. All of them. And I say animals because my aunt's dog is so funny acting. Like, that's the fakest dog ever. Yes, animals can be fake. He barks at me every time I walk past. Like, you smelled me before. You remember me? I just want to love you with all my heart. That was me. You know me now. I've been here more than a week. And then sometimes I go past and he just little stupid dog face where they turn their heads aside like they confused as to who you are. You know me, okay? Stop playing. You remember that one time you jumped on me and made my oatmeal fall on the floor? Granted, it wasn't cooked oatmeal. It was dry, but those were my oats. Do I go slapping your dog biscuits out of your hand? Out of your little paw? Out of your little mouth? No, I don't do that. Do I go slapping your little kibbles and bits across the floor? No, I don't like the smell of them. I don't want to touch them. You owe me a packet of oatmeal. That's all I'm saying. So, do any of you have any crazy transportation experiences? I would love to hear about them because it's just so many crazy people on the bus. Oh my God. And then when you get on the bus and there's that awful smell and you start playing that game that I like to call, who the hell is it? Who smells that bad? Like, who is it? Who is it? I want to know. Anyway, please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up. I hope that people watch this video because I really want to know if your transportation experiences are as crazy as mine. Gosh. Peace, YouTube.